Hey everybody, I'm back for another update for my fitness weight loss journey, whatever you want to call it. Alright, I vowed when I started this thing, to be completely honest, my 60-day challenge is gone. My exercise is still going, but my 60 days without a cheat meal, I ruined it. I'll be honest. I don't think it was realistic of me, I guess. It probably was, actually. It was my own fault. I just woke up one day feeling kind of shitty. And ended up just having junk food. I had a pizza. And I ended up having a couple friends over to watch the last WWE pay-per-view. Which I regretted because it was a terrible show. But that's not the point of the video. I had a couple guys over, and it's been a while since we had a chance to get together. We watched wrestling, and we had a little bit of junk food. So, but I'm still working out. My weight is still right around the same as it was when I started, I'll be honest. It's weird, because I am working out and stuff like that, but my weight has been staying the same. I do notice a difference a little bit in my body, so I guess that's a good thing, but I'm not as far along as I would like, so that tells me I'm doing something wrong. And I got Heather to kind of watch me do my workout the other day, check out my form. You see in the video here, she gave me some tips, because you can't really see yourself when you're working out very well, so it helped. And my biggest problem, my biggest mistake when it comes to doing this, because as I said, my goal this year is to be comfortable to take my shirt off when summer comes. My biggest obstacle is the nutrition aspect of it. It is. Like, trying to figure it out. Because I was doing keto. Limiting myself to 20 grams of carbs a day. And it's really not feasible. Like, it's extremely difficult to build muscle with only 20 grams of carbs a day. So that was my first mistake. So that's my own fault. I was doing like 1,500 calories a day with 20 grams of carbs. I realized this is not enough at all. Now, when I decided to bump it up, I raised my carbs to like 50 grams, but I raised my calories up like 2,500, like drastically all at once instead of slow go. So I noticed where my weight has been staying the same, my stomach was starting to grow a little bit again. So I was gaining weight in my stomach. But I think I was getting a little bit of muscle too to kind of... It's weird. It's hard to explain. I'm not an expert at this, the dietary aspect of it all. I wish I was. I do have someone... I'm in this fitness group on Facebook. A couple of them actually. For people over 40, such as myself. And he's willing to take time out of his schedule on Saturday to kind of help me figure out my nutrition. Now, I'm not looking for someone to tell me, you have to eat this at this like, I'm looking for help, figure out how many calories, like, break down my macros of fat, protein, carbs. Because I found like 5 different calorie calculators online. Every single one of them gave me a different amount. That's where I run into trouble. And it's different because each individual is different, but I raised my weight this week when I was lifting. I started doing deadlifts again. I need bigger plates. Because the ones I got are the standard size, lower to the ground, where the bumper plates are higher. So I'm trying to figure out the right combination of carbs, fats, and proteins, and the right amount of calories. Because I figured out my calories were, once I bumped them up, they were too high. That's why I was starting to get the pouch again. So I need to lower it down a little bit for a few weeks to see how that goes. So right now I'm aiming for 2,000 calories a day. Then I'll go from there. Like, that's what I'm going to do. I'm really disappointed in the fact that I haven't really put on a lot of muscle yet. Like, I don't expect to gain a whole crap load of muscle because I'm natural. Like, I'm not using steroids and shit. So it's going to be slow going. But I was hoping for a little bit of a more obvious destination or update. I have trouble sometimes bringing out what I'm trying to, what I'm thinking. Sorry about that. I don't know if it was the car accident or something else. Just I have trouble focusing sometimes. But so I this week I got pretty discouraged. I'm gonna be honest. I got really discouraged with it because I'm working really hard. I'm sweating my ass off. Like I work out for an hour. That's how long my workout takes. Because I went back to doing full body workouts 3 days a week right now. I'm gonna do that for 12 weeks. This is week 5 of it. So I've been pretty consistent. I'll leave my workout routine the same for like 3 weeks. And then I'll change it. Because if you're constantly changing your workouts, as someone put it to me, like your muscles don't have time to adapt. So, and that's what makes them grow. They have to adapt, and then you raise the weight. Progressive overload. It's kind of hard. It really is. Like, so I've been raising the weight, trying to raise the weight each week. That's really hard to try and say it really fast. Raise the weight each week. So I know I'm progressing. And a lot of my lifts I have. The problem is I'm running out of weight. Like my Olympic bar, I've only got 120 pounds of weight. The bar weighs 45, so that's 165, which I'm nowhere near doing, especially bench press. Like I told you before, I want to go to a gym, but I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed because how light I'm lifting right now. Like my bench press right now is only 95 pounds. That's terrible. I know this. It might be good for some people, but if I go in a gym, people doing 95 pounds, that's stuff they're throwing up in the air, like not even considered a warm-up yet, right? So, yeah. And I'm still working on my form, things like that. I'm doing deadlifts again, like I said. Right now, I'm using 115 pounds for it. I have more weight. I just realized, like, it's funny because the other day I was doing my workout, doing deadlifts. Like, I need more weight. I just got done doing leg extensions with Olympic weights, okay? So I went to my Olympic bar with 115 pounds on it. Like, I need more weight. It took me, like, I'll be honest, longer than I should have. Like, 20 minutes where I was, wait a minute, I just used Olympic plates to do that so I could put them on the bar. So next week when I raise it up a little bit, I'm going to use it a little bit smarter, hopefully. But Heather and I have already planned out. We're going to go get some more weight for me, stuff like that, because my work is great that way. They give us an allowance each year towards, I don't want to say fitness per se, but personal growth, I guess. Like, it'll be anything. Like, they'll up to $400 for, like, helping you quit smoking, stuff like that. Anything at all, as long as it's to do with your health. So that's how I got my punching bag. So I'm gonna get some more weight. That's what I want to do. But yeah, I want to update everybody. Like, I'm not as far along as I was hoping I would be. I have seen a little bit of strength gain, so that I'm proud of. I'm happy with that. But I was hoping to be a little bit more muscular by now. I have gotten a couple comments at work, I'll be honest, and it feels good. If you do this, you know, like, when you get that first, like, are you working out? It feels good. Because, obviously, something's happening. Other people see it before you. So, but, I just say, I want to be honest, tell you, the 60-day challenge is done. But I'm going to continue doing this. I like working out. I like the way it makes me feel when I'm done. It's great. So I'm going to keep doing it. This is the most consistent I've worked out in like 10 years. Because I did it for like 7 months 10 years ago. Then I got really sick. Then missed like 2 weeks of workout. And had this long trouble trying to get back into it again. So I don't want to stop now. But that's it. I'd like to hear about your journeys as well. Or if you're out there, if you're watching this video, I like to get advice from people that have done it, that actually know what they're talking about. Like, that may sound rude, but I don't need advice from people who's just opinions. Because I see that a lot in Facebook group. Like, people ask a question, like, how do I do this? Somebody will throw out this stuff like, oh, you use that? Well, that's just their opinion. I want people to know their shit. I always feel that way. Like, I'm not going to give you advice on something because I'm not an expert. Like, if you don't know, don't give advice. That's a rule right there. That should be a rule for every fitness group. If you don't know, don't give advice. Like, if you can't speak facts, just opinions. Like, somebody tried to say that, what was it? Oh, don't take creatine. Creatine gives you kidney problems. It messed me up. Like, it's a coincidence, dude. Like, some people use creatine for years without problems. Just because you happen to get kidney stone using it doesn't mean the creatine caused it. I had kidney stones long before I used creatine. Which I'm not using right now, by the way. I gotta get some of that. But anyway. The only supplement I'm using right now is protein powder. I do need to get some more, though. It's hard trying to figure it all out. But wish me luck, everybody. Sorry for failing at the 60-day challenge. I'm honest like that. I failed. Maybe I'll try it again sometime when I get more of a base going and get more into it, stuff like that. So, if you have any advice, please, I'd love to hear some advice, especially with the nutrition aspect of it all. Till next time, everybody. Thanks for joining me on my journey. I really appreciate all of you.